I love getting new gear. It makes me very excited. I went through a period of time where I was buying way too much. I was getting a little carried away. And I was buying shit I just didn't need. I just wanted them, that's all. I love technology, all things tech, and I can get carried away. But when a company reaches out to you and offers to send you a product at no charge, just because they want a review from you, and unbiased, by the way, there was nothing about how I'm supposed to, not even give it a favorable review. They just want me to unbox it and review it and keep it. Sounds like a win-win. And I'll go through the features of it, and I'll also do some sound quality testing so you can get a feel for how it comes across, as I'm not using that currently because it's still in the box. But let's get into it. Pardon the interruption, but after recording the video, I remembered, if you are interested in purchasing this microphone, please use the link in my description, because while I did not get compensated for the review, I could earn a small affiliate commission should you decide to purchase this and use my link. And it would be a great way to show your appreciation and support for me and my channel. Okay, so I've always been kind of big on packaging. I do like the way that this was packaged. Everything nice and secure and insulated in foam to protect it. And what's in the box?
Show you with the box. What was in the box?
Well, you've got a dynamic microphone, obviously, a foam windscreen for those pops. It comes on a stand. It's a little, yeah, it's a little plasticky, as is the unit itself, but I've definitely seen worse. It also comes with this U connector for a boom arm stand. Now this one is actually metal. Comes with the lightning adapter, which is basically just a USB plug-in at the bottom, and then your lightning adapter so that you can plug this right into your iPhone. And then you've got your connector cords, which are basically USB-C to USB-C-A, depending on what type of connection that you need to make. And of course, you've got your user manual. You've got your user manual. The microphone is made by Haomuren. Hopefully I got that name correct. And it's the KD8 USB XLR dynamic microphone. Down here you can see where you've got your USB-C plugins, you've got your XLR plug-in. If you want to hook this up to an audio processor, an audio whatchamacallit, and a headphone jack. Well, let's power this puppy up and see how she sounds and looks, because it does have the RGB light ring. Just adds a little bit of dramatic effect. All right, let's get this party started. Plug it in. And you can see immediately we've got an array of lights to choose from, and these buttons, by the way, serve multiple functions. Oh, and by the way, the sound that you're hearing right now is not coming through this microphone. It's coming through a boom mic that I'm using, so that way I can show you the features without having the sound kind of go in and out and whatnot. But anyway, there's a mute button on the back, and you short press it, long press it, it'll tell you with the red whether or not it's muted or whether or not it's actually got the volume going up. I'll get my words out eventually. But the colors other than the red are showing you how you increase or decrease the mic gain. Then let's just say you don't like these colors, or you can actually keep it like this and it will rotate through the various colors, or you can just rotate through and find one that you want and keep it there. And of course it's got the cool prism one as well. And I have this plugged in right now to my MacBook just so I'm getting power to the microphone, but again, I'm not using the audio for the microphone. But I'm using the USB-C to USB-C cable. Something to note is that this KD8 is an end addressing microphone. In other words, you talk down into the top of it, as opposed to like this Audio Technica mic that I have, which is a back addressing dynamic microphone. And you wouldn't get the same sound if you were talking the top. Same rules apply for this, but the other way around. You got to make sure that A, you're talking down into the microphone or into the top of the microphone. And you want to be about 3 to 4 inches from the mic when you're talking for the best audio. You get any further out, then you'll see, because when I do the audio testing, you'll get an idea of how much, like if you're talking like this, or if you've got it pulled too far away, or you're just sitting too far away, or whatever, you're gonna see the difference for sure, or hear the difference, I should say. All right, we're ready to check out the sound quality. Let's do it, man. I'm gonna turn off the boom mic and get this set up so that you can hear it and get an idea of the quality. All right, so now the sound that you are hearing is coming out of our microphone, our new microphone. And as you can see, I'm about 3 or 4 inches from the mic, and definitely talking down into the top, not into the side. We don't want that. And also, we can adjust the volume down. And now you should be able to start to hear me again, and because that's our mic gain. And then we also have the mute button. Probably couldn't hear me. You know it was muted because it was lit up in red, and well, you couldn't hear me. And this is running, I don't know if I mentioned this is running from this microphone, UBC to UBC connection into my MacBook using Audacity for the sound. And then I'll import it in whenever I import the footage in from my Sony camera. But what do you think? And I don't think there's a whole lot of feedback on it either. I think it's nice and quiet when I'm not talking. But so yeah, so if I had microphones on, which the only mics I have are my studio mics, so I need a different plug-in so that they can actually go into this. But if you have, it's always a good idea to have the mic on, because then you know whether or not you're muted, you know how loud you are, and whether or not you need to actually turn up the volume or whatnot. But you know, this is just meant to be a test, and I can also see here on Audacity roughly how much sound is being put out from this microphone. But sounds pretty good. And of course, again, if you get too far away from this microphone, I mean, it looks like it's still giving out some halfway decent sound, and I'm almost a foot away. But still, it's actually kind of impressive. But ideally, you're going to have the mic positioned roughly right here to get the best sound quality. So, what do you think? Okay, so I just had a chance to play it back and actually listen to it for the first time. You know, I mean, the quality of the sound that comes out of this microphone is actually better than what I expected it to be, because it doesn't feel like a great quality microphone, mainly because of how light it is. But overall, for a microphone that's under $50, I mean, I'm impressed with the sound quality. And that's not even using XLR cables, which don't come with this, by the way, so you'd have to purchase those separately. But you can actually run that into, like I have an audio interface here, and you can run that, and then you can probably really step up the sound game, because there's just a lot more that you can do with an audio interface. But you know, for hooking this up to like your iPhone, or hooking this up to your computer, you can hook it up to a PS5, a PlayStation. I mean, that's not bad. You know, the bells and whistles of the lights are kind of cool. So this microphone, I think it's especially promoted as a gaming mic, and as a gaming mic for under $50, I mean, I think it's pretty good. The sound that you're getting from me right now is no longer coming from this, if I didn't mention that. When I sat back down, it's coming back from my other microphone that's on the boom arm. But I think it's a decent mic. It really is. But you'll have to actually let me know. I'm not going to do any audio post-processing. In other words, whatever you hear is going to be directly out of this microphone, directly out of the box, and that way you can decide. You won't have to worry about whether or not I had tinkered with the settings, because you can always make almost any audio sound better. But I wanted you guys to get a feel for it. I'd like to hear what your thoughts are in the comments. Do you think it's worth it? Do you think it's for a mic that's, I think it's $49 and change? Do you think it's worth it? I mean, it looks cool, and I think it sounds decent. But what are your thoughts? I appreciate you watching. Hopefully you got something out of this, and I'll see you in the next one.